International Business, Masters of Commerce, second semester, Mangalore University, session 17. International Business Decision. In this session, you're going to learn about choosing the mode of entry. Learning objective to discuss about the choosing different modes of entering into international business. Session outcome: the students are able to understand about the merits and demerits of different modes of entering into international business. First, exporting. Exporting is the easiest mode of entry into international business. Therefore, most firms begin their international expansion using this model of entry. Exporting is the sale of products and services to foreign countries that are sourced from the home country. The exports are of two types. Direct exports. These include the sale of goods from the firm to the seller overseas directly. In this, the firm experiences a first-hand information about the market. There is no intermediary involved. Indirect exports. In this, the exporter hires the expertise of someone else to facilitate the exchange. The intermediary charges the fee for its services. There are several types of intermediaries. The manufacturer's export agents who sell the company's product overseas, or the manufacturer's representatives who sell the products of a number of exporting firms in overseas markets, export commission agents who act as buyers for overseas markets, export merchants who buy and sell on their own for a variety of markets. The advantages of exporting are: it involves very less risk and low allocation of resources for the exporter. Second, it increases the sales and reduces the inventories. Third, exporting also provides an easy way to identify the market potential. Fourth, it establishes recognition of a name brand. Fifth, if the enterprise proves unprofitable, the company can simply stop the practice with no diminution of operations in other spheres and no long term losses of capital investments. The demerits of exporting are: exporting can be more expensive because of the cost of fees, commissions, export duties, taxes, and transportation. Second, exporting could lead to less than optimal market penetration because of inappropriate packaging and or promotion. Exported goods could also be lacking the features appropriate to specific overseas markets. Fourth, additional market share could be lost if local competition copies the products or services offered by the exporter. Fifth, the exporting firm also could face the restrictions against its products from the host country. Second is licensing. In this mode of entry, the manufacturer of the home country leases the right of intellectual properties, that is, the technology, copyrights, brand name, etc., to a manufacturer of a foreign country. The license is granted for a predetermined fee. The manufacturer that leases is known as the licensor, and the manufacturer of the country that gets the license is known as licensee. In essence, the licensee is buying the assets of another firm in the form of know how or research and development. The licensor can grant these rights exclusively to one licensee or non exclusively to several licensees. Advantages of licensing: low investment of licensor, low financial risk of the licensor. Licensor can investigate the foreign market. The licensee the licensee's investment in research and development is low. No risk. The licensee does not bear the risk of product failure. Any international location can be chosen to enjoy the advantages, and no obligations of ownership, managerial decisions, or investments, etc. The demerits of licensing are: it limits the future profit opportunities associated with the property by tying up its rights for an extended period of time. Second, by licensing these rights to another, the firm loses the control over the quality of its products and processes, the use of misuse of the assets, and even the protection of its corporate reputation. Both parties have to manage the product quality and promotion. One party is dishonest can affect the other. Chances of misunderstanding can also be one of the demerit. Chances of trade secret leakage of the licensor. Third is franchising. In this mode, the independent firm called the franchisee does the business using the name of another company called the franchisor. Franchising is mode in which the franchisee is granted permission to use a name, process, method or trademark. And also the franchisor firm assists the franchisee with the operations of the franchisee or supplies the raw materials or both. The franchisor generally also has a larger degree of control over the quality of the product. Payment under franchising agreement is that the franchisee pays an initial fee and a proportion of its sales or revenues to the franchising firm. The prime examples of US franchising companies are service industries and the restaurants, particularly the fast food concerns, the soft drink bottlers, and home and auto maintenance companies like McDonald's, KFC, Holiday Inn, Hilton, etc. The advantages of franchising: low investment, low risk. Franchisor understands market culture, customs, and environment of the host country. The franchisor learns more from the experience of the franchisee. The franchisee gets the research and development and brand name with low cost. The franchisee has no risk of product failure. The disadvantages of franchising are: franchising can be complicated at many times, difficult to control, reduced market opportunities for both franchisee and franchisor, responsibilities of managing product quality and product promotion for both, leakage of trade secrets. The fourth one is a management contract. Management contracts are the contracts under which a firm basically rents its expertise or know how to a government or a company in other form of personnel who enter the foreign environment and run the concern. This method of involvement in foreign market is often used with a new facility after expropriation of a concern by a national government or when an operation is in trouble. Fifth is a turnkey projects. It is a special mode of carrying out the international business. It is a contract under which a firm agrees to fully carry out the design, create and equip the production facility and shift the project over the purchaser and facility is operational. The amount of relevant remuneration is charged for the same. The advantages of turnkey projects are: these projects are suitable for the large scale production. These projects are undertaken in collaboration with the management contracts to achieve the highest level of efficiency. The demerits of turnkey projects are: the project completion time is lengthy, hence, there are higher chances of currency risks. Due to lengthy project duration, the returns are not available in short time. The turnkey operations also face all the problems of operating in remote locations. The sixth is a contract manufacturing. Contract manufacturing is another method firms use to enter the foreign arena or the international business scenario. In this case, an MNC contracts with a local firm to provide the manufacturing services. In this arrangement, the MNC subcontracts the production in two ways. In one scenario, the MNC enters into a full production contract with the local plant producing goods to be sold under the name of the original manufacturer. In a second scenario, the MNC enters into the contracts with another firm to provide partial manufacturing services such as assembly work or parts production. The advantages of contract manufacturing are: Contract manufacturing has the advantage of expanding the supply or production expertise of the contract manufacturing firm at minimum cost. The MNC can diversify vertically without a full scale commitment of resources and personnel. The demerits are the firm forgoes some degree of control over the production supply timetable when it contracts with a local firm to provide certain specific services.